like to thank Wondershare PDF Element Pro for sponsoring this video. PDF Element Pro is an all-in-one smart PDF editor which allows you to convert, create, edit, sign and annotate documents on every device. It is the best Acrobat alternative to maximize your document productivity. So let's see a few of those things right here on the screen. So for markup in PDF Element Pro, you first need to open PDF Element Pro and then you need to go to markup. After you have done that, you need to go on the first menu right here which says highlight, and then you can simply drag and highlight the areas that you desire. To underline it, you just simply have to go to the underline tab and then you can simply underline whatever you desire. For the sticky notes, you need to go to the sticky note option and then select the color that you want, and you can simply double tap the sticky note and put whatever you want inside of it. It is super useful. The digital signature, you need to go to forms and then you need to click on digital signature option, and then you can place it wherever you want, double click and change the name. So I put my name over there, Samriddhi Awasthi, and that's it. For OCR recognition, you need to go to tool, and once you have done that, you need to go to OCR text recognition and select the language and then convert. It'll take a few minutes and then it'll simply convert your file, and then you can open it and you can change the text or whatever you want. So I just simply change the text and put this is OCR recognition. It is super simple and it is very useful. So I'll leave the link to download PDF Element Pro in the description box below along with its website. So make sure that you check it out, and I'd also like to thank PDF Element Pro, and let's get started with the video. So the very first study method is the outline method. Now what this method does is that it summarizes your entire chapter into basically note making. So we have studied note making in class 10th and you all know how it is done. So basically you take the main heading, then you take the subheading, and then you take the contents of the part or the key points. So for example, here I am taking this main point and then I'm taking the sub point and all of the little points that the subheading has. So simply start out by writing the title of the chapter or whatever the topic that you're studying, and then you have to write the heading and then the subheading. You can see the picture on the right side of your screen where it shows the main topic, then the sub point 1, then key point 1 and 2, and simply you can make the entire thing, and at the end you can write the summary. It is very similar to note making that we do in class 10, and it is very efficient as well. Pros of outline method are that it highlights key points, it is easy to understand, it reduces revision time, and it gives you a very clean structure and keeps you organized. The cons are that it's not suitable for subjects that contain formula like maths and chemistry, and it doesn't work while you are attending your online classes. The next studying method is boxing method, and no, it is not as violent as it sounds. You just need to make boxes and put your content inside of those boxes. So here, as you can see, I am drawing like 4 or 5 boxes, and you need to do the same when you are using this method. Once you have drawn the boxes, then you need to write the main points. So this can be done if it contains like comparisons or it contains several points within which are many sub points which are super crucial. So I am writing basically the effects of marketing communication, the social effects, the financial effects, the economic effects, and then the summary of it. So this is super efficient if you have something which is very long and you need to write it inside these boxes, and this will help you in remembering better. So the pros of this method are that it is very organized, it lets you focus on one box, and it helps in better retention. It is also good for people who take their notes on their iPad. But the cons are that it is not suitable for every single class, and also it is quite time consuming. You need to prepare the pages before the class is started. third method is the Cornell method. So what do you do in this method is that you basically draw a margin where you write the main points and the questions on the left side and the key points and the answers to it on the right side. The margin depends on the type of topic that you're choosing. So you can see in this picture the keywords and the questions are on the left side, whereas the main ideas and the key thoughts on the right. They also have the summary space at the margin below which they have drawn. You can also do that if you want to. The pros of this method: pros of this method is that it is great for revision. It gives you summary in a systematic manner. It helps you extract main ideas. It is effective learning, and it also takes less time. But the cons are that it needs to be prepared ahead of your class. The next method that I use the most, and it is super beneficial, is the Pomodoro method. So basically it contains of 5 steps where you have to pick a task. So you can choose any task that you want. I chose to read this time, and then you need to set up a timer. So I just set up a timer on my iPad for 25 minutes, and it needs to be 25 minutes, but you can choose it according to your desire. But the standard is this: once you've done that, you have to just keep doing a task until the time is up. Now when the time is up, you simply need to take a 5-minute break, and this is the best part about it. You just take your break and you can chill for a little while, and then you can start off again. Now the important part is that every 4 Pomodoro you need to take at least 15 to 20 minutes break, so that you don't get too bored or too tired while doing it. The pros are that it is good for people who have shorter attention span like myself. It is also good for beginners, and it is very, very productive. The cons are that it doesn't work for longer tasks. So if you need to focus for a long time, this is not the method for you. The method 5 and last one is spaced practice. Now what you have to do in this method is, the first day you learn the material in your classroom, and the second day you revisit and review, and the third day you do the same, and then after 1 week you again review and revisit the method, and after 2 weeks you again do the same. So when you're reading it again and again, you basically remember more, and it'll help you in better retention. So the pros are that it gives you long-term memory, and it is way better retention than any other study method. And also the con is that it is not the best for lazy people. So if you're lazy, then you should skip on this one. So that is all for this video, guys. I really hope you all like it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. The handles are on the screen right here. I also reply to your messages. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video now. Bye.